Welcome back to eSIMstudios. I have a case that you're going to absolutely love if you have the new Pixel 11 series. So this is the Pixel 11 Pro XL. I have the Spigen Nano Pop case for this Pixel. It's one of my favorite cases of all times. I buy this no matter what phone I have. Here's just one of them. All right, so to give you an example, that's for the iPhone 17 Pro. I buy it for every single phone that I have. I love it that much. And I'm going to promise you, you're going to like it. There's not much to dislike about this case. They thought of everything when it comes to this case. And I'll show you exactly what I mean. But before we get to the review, I'm going to leave a link down below in the video description for this case. They also have it in a black color, which would be suitable for this, but I absolutely love the blue, the I guess they call it blueberry, and the gold, or excuse me, the yellow trim just looks fantastic. They have a gray and a black, which kind of matches this, and then they also have a forest green right there as well. That would match the olive color pixel as well. So as you can see, and I'll leave it link down below, and it is $17 or $18, 17.99. Not bad considering the price for cases nowadays. It's actually a relatively good deal. Now, the reason why it fits these perfectly is because Spigen has a partnership with Google. It's made specifically in partnership with Google for the Google Pixel and Pixel Snap compatibility. So this does have a MagSafe ring and or a Pixel Snap ring on the inside of it. We will definitely check it out. And we'll go ahead and do the unboxing. And look, you've done one of these case unboxings. You've done it all. You've seen it all because there's not much else in there. So we'll throw that to the side. We'll take this out. I've been using this for the last few days since I've had this Pixel, and I freaking love it. I absolutely love it. I was sad to take it off and test another case, but you're going to love this thing. Now, let me show you exactly why. Let me move this to the side. We're going to throw it on, and I'll show you exactly what it looks like. We're going to test out the MagSafe. We're going to do all that stuff. So look at this design. Just absolute fantastic color, fantastic materials, build quality, attention to detail. Just look at this thing. So there's a number of things I can start off with. Let's take a look at the build quality. So this is like a TPU. It's flexible, but it's actually kind of rather stiff. So it's kind of it flexes left and right just enough so you can snap it on your phone, which we'll do in a second, and it's easy to take off. But it's actually kind of rigid and stiff. It doesn't flex any other way, just so you can put it on and take it off. And that's good. You need the rigidness. You don't want it to be super floppy. You need the rigidness to give it a nice and sturdy, to give it that support, because when the device falls, touches the ground, makes contact with the ground, it's the flexing, it's that inertia that cracks the glass. Well, this gives a kind of a best of both worlds without being a dual layer case. This is a single layer case, but it gives it rigidness to where it doesn't really want to flex, but it's nice and soft to the touch. And that's what gives it that cushion, almost like airbag technology. In fact, it does have airbags in all four corners. I'm not sure if you can see. Let me see if I can focus here. It has little air pockets in all four corners. It may be hard to see in the video, but I can clearly see them with the naked eye. All four corners you're getting airbags. Now look at this too. Something that Spigen started it used to be Caseology, then Spigen bought Caseology, and now you have the Spigen Nanopop, but this used to be the Caseology Nanopop. But one thing they did, they started adding to this case that I freaking love just as of a couple of years ago. And it's hard to see on camera, but let me show you. As far as grip, I mentioned how it's rigid, but it feels soft to the touch, right? So one cool thing they did to this case is they put little grip strips on this side of the case and this side of the case from here to here. It's like sandpaper, but it doesn't feel uncomfortable. You don't even really feel it unless you move your fingers across of it. From here to here smooth, but from here to here there's grip. It's like rough. It's like sandpaper. Here to here smooth, and just on this bottom third is where it has like that sandpaper like grip, and it is impressive. Because one of my complaints, and you would see this in previous videos, I still have them posted for older Pixels like a Pixel 7 Pro. When I purchased this case, they did not have the little grips on the side. And I mentioned on a few different devices of how I loved the case, but it was just slippery. It always slipped out of my hands. What do you know? The very next year on the Pixel 8 series, they started putting grips on the side. So who knows? Maybe they're watching the channel. But if you are Spigen and/or Caseology, good job, because this is my favorite case. Always keep this in the rotation, but it's super grippy right down here where you need it, where you hold it, right? Just at the bottom, not all over the place, just on the sides. Makes it fantastic for grip. You have the lanyard cut out here. You see those two little holes? Now it's just on the right hand side, but that's nice. Look, I'm not a lanyard user or wristband user, but if you are, it has that there for you. You have your cutouts, very easy to press. Volume down, volume up, and your power button. Now let me see if I can zoom in, and let me see if I can focus on here. Cutouts right here, volume down, volume up, power. And then here's where you can kind of see the sandpaper kind of grip on that side. And then you should be able to see it right there. So just a really, really well designed case. And then look at this. Look at that color. It's really freaking cool. We're going to put it in and I'll show you exactly what it looks like. It looks very nice. On the inside though, real quick, it's interesting because it does have a fairly strong magnet in here. However, you can't really feel a metal ring in there, but it's in there. Trust me. Let me show you what I'm talking about, and then we'll throw the phone in there and we'll test it out as well. See? So fits in there perfect, nice and sturdy. I mean, look at that. It's not even coming off. When I throw this up in the car, on the car mount, boy, I got to tug and pull on it just for it to get off of the car mount. So this is going to protect your phone. It's going to work perfect with accessories, and it's just very stylish. Let me go throw it in there. We'll show you the cutouts. I'll show you how easy it is to take in and out, and then I'll show you the screen and camera protection. So normally what I do is I put the right side in first. So where the buttons are, I'll take that side, put it in first on this side, make sure it sits into place just like this, and then I'll simply just snap it in just like that. I mean, this thing looks absolutely stunning. This thing is beautiful. Love this color. Love that navy blue and the yellow. It just goes together perfectly. Although I'm not a Los Angeles Lakers fan, this is LA Lakers color, but God, I hate the Lakers. Anyways, moving on. Let me show you the camera protection. So moving over to the back, look at this. It gives you just enough protection. It's not a big and bulky case, but this will protect 360 degrees of your device, the screen, the cameras, the sides, the ports. So look at this. It just barely comes up and over that camera island right there. You can see that yellow strip all the way around, comes up and over, just enough to protect it and just enough to make sure you're not going to scratch the device if you lay it down on its back and you move it around on the surface that it's laying down on. You're not going to scratch it. You can see just comes up and over right there. Look at these cutouts. Perfect cutouts. You see that? Absolutely perfect. Now look at the screen protection. So same thing as on the back. It comes up just enough, not too high, but you can see all around the border of the display. You can see across the display here how it just barely comes up and over. It's not too much to be, obtrusive. It's not going to block your usability of the screen if you have small hands. Some of these cases are so big and they come up so high up on the sides that it blocks your, it strains your usability of this phone by, it kind of blocks by hitting your palm up there. This one does not. This one does not at all. So it gives you really good protection and usability at the same time. And as you can see, as I rotate it, screen protection, 360 degrees, right? Now, it's not the most that you're going to find, right? But it's just enough to where you should be protected. I feel very confident using this when I go out of the home, when I go out of the office, when I go out of the studio, when I'm running errands around town. I'm not worried one bit with this case on. There's some cases that you put on your phone, you're like, geez, I hope I don't drop this thing on in the parking lot. The real super thin cases. This is not that. It doesn't even cross my mind when I leave the house. I throw this on because it's got a very, very strong magnet in there. It's stylish and it protects your phone 360 degrees all the way around. Now look at this real cool cutout for the speaker up top. Let me see if I can show you right there. If this stupid iPhone would focus. Look at this. You see the cutout right in there? Really, really precise, just enough to angle that sound towards you to make sure it's coming towards the user. So absolutely beautiful, really, really nice. Now let's test out the wireless charger with the device inside of the case. Where's my wireless charger? It's right here. Look at that. So this thing's not coming off. And as you can see, charging. So absolute fantastic case. Spigen Nano Pop for the Pixel 11 Pro XL. Again, I'm going to put links down below in the video description for you. If you want to pick this up, add this to your collection. I think you're going to love it and really, really enjoy it. And again, if you have the olive Pixel, they got an olive color. If you like the black one to match the black Pixel, be my guest. They got one of those as well. And then they have the nice blueberry color, which honestly goes good on any of them. So appreciate your time and make sure you subscribe because I have a lot more cases to review. Peace.